everybody, welcome back to another episode of Anime Breakfast. Today I have a cartridge of Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, and I'm going to be removing this marker here in the number 3 and the price, which comes off very easily. And when it's all said and done, I want to swap the backs of these cartridges, and when you're swapping the backs, try to make sure they both say made in Japan. There's a lot of people who are purists about this and don't really like touching the cartridges, even if they have like permanent marker. So they're fine with it saying someone else's name on it. But I like to have mine nice and clean. I guess for them, each cartridge tells a story, and there's nothing wrong with going about it that way. And here's the chips. I'll probably end up cleaning them a little bit. So we have the Turtles in Time one, and I'll take the Lion King one off. Give them a little cleanup. So if you're into these sorts of videos, please like and subscribe, share, hit that notification button, and don't forget to comment. All right, good. So first things first, since I have this open, I'm going to clean the chips here, and I'm using, what is this, 90%, 99%. So this is some strong stuff. It'll evaporate pretty quickly. Just give it a nice rub-a-dub on both sides. The games work, so I'm not too anxious about that. So give it a nice clean. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the marker. So for this, I have a dry erase marker here, and what you want to do is apply the dry erase marker over the permanent marker. This might take a while because it seems to be like a very thick amount, but let's see how it goes. And you want to let it dry there for a bit. And you'll notice it'll start to come off ever so slightly. This actually looks like it's going to be a nuisance, but let's try again. Add a little more. Maybe I'll use this. So this requires a bit of patience. As you can see, sort of coming off a little more. And you could actually start making out that under that black permanent marker are words. Kind of make out the letters. Let's try it. Let's try with this one. Maybe this brown one will work faster. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit a bit. And let's see what happens. It's a little better. is really on there. So this will take a few applications. And probably the reason why a lot of people don't want to mess around with these is the more and more you put the marker on and try to remove it, the more it actually dulls the Nintendo cartridge. Like you could see a little bit of smearing where it doesn't have that roughness that comes with the manufacturer. I'm gonna dip a little bit of this on here. Just rub it around. And there you have it. It says 1540 Brentano Boulevard. I'm gonna grab a swab here. I'm not too concerned about the sticker or anything because it's going on a cheaper game. These are just wipes, baby wipes, which I have at my disposal. Okay, so now you can actually make out what was underneath. But it's still there, so we still need to put in some effort here to remove the lettering. So go again with your dry erase marker. If this doesn't work, I might try another option like Goo Gone. But generally, this does the trick. So you want to keep it there for a few seconds. Okay, let's see what this one does. A little less. A little less, I would say. Let's change colors. If any of you are more familiar with ways to remove this, please hit me up in the comment section. I'm certainly not an expert at any of this, so whatever you see, do not try to repeat unless you know that you are responsible for your own actions, and I am not. So we'll let that sit a while longer. Let it dry. And let's go for it. Yeah, took it off. You can't really see much of it anymore. Just smudging from the marker. Well, there you have it. See, like when you let the dry erase marker sit a bit, it goes a long way. I'm gonna go over it with this wipe again. I'm gonna put some more. Okay, let's try one or two more times with the brown. So this is what it's like now. Let's see what else we could do here. So the Turtles in Time happens to be a little more pricier than the Lion King. It was actually one of the games that I played the most on the Super Nintendo. A buddy of mine had this game and we played the multiplayer option or the battle mode. So it was one of the games I experienced the most growing up on the Super Nintendo. It happened to be the last game of my friend's collection that I purchased, so I ended up purchasing all the games he had. And this was the last one, because it was the most expensive, but also I had it on the Switch through the Cowabunga collection. So maybe I just waited to find a good deal on it. This was listed at 70 and I managed to get it for 60, so it was a decent deal. Get into those grooves. Okay, have a closer look there. It's pretty much gone. Like if you want, you could go one or two more times, but I'm gonna put a little bit of this isopropyl to get some of that brown staining in the sticker here, the back label. But that doesn't really bother me much. I don't ever intend on, selling these games. So it doesn't bother me. Okay, so this is the new back of the Lion King. So let's put this in. And this is always the trickier part for me, remembering how I got them in. Oh, this is upside down. That's why. Okay, so I wonder what I'm doing wrong here. And that's why. See, these are shaped differently. So I'd have to choose a different game and swap out the back. But let's do this for now. Let's put the Turtles in Time back together. So I have the cover on for the Turtles in Time, and I'm just putting the screws back. So I got rid of the idea to swap it with the Lion King because it's not the chips are not compatible. They're different sizes, and so the insides are different. Unless I did something wrong, in which case, of course, hit me up in the comment section. I'm very new at this kind of stuff. Come on, this. Okay. So there's Turtles in Time. Tighten it maybe a little more. Okay, so there's that. And then we have to move on to this one. And at some point I'll find a compatible back for that cartridge and I'll just swap it. Okay, this is the Lion King. And put those screws back into the Lion King. These screws are way too small for my fingers. Well, at least I got to clean the inside of this, so it wasn't a complete waste. Okay, that's nice. This one's still kind of loose. Alright, well there you have it. Again, if you like these sort of videos and you like watching an amateur clean things, there you have it. Okay, breakfast is served.